Hello, welcome to Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, a research, teaching, training, and leadership institute that critically provides strategic transformational thinking to leaders and students with the opportunity to develop and create lasting impact in their institutions. Championed by a world-class faculty, one-on-one executive coaching, and peer learning, our programs are offered both online and in cohort sessions. Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies partners with academic institutions, civil society organizations, local communities looking to accelerate the impact of their leaders, more effectively engage teams, and build inclusive cultures of employee engagement and performance. We offer courses such as certificate, diploma, and advanced diploma in counseling psychology, marriage counseling, applied psychology, child mental health, conflict and peace studies, international human rights law, security and governance, and in gender studies. For enrollment, email enroll@jaglobalinstitute.org or visit us online at jaglobalinstitute.org.
To lead an organization effectively, you need to inspire and motivate individuals you do not have direct contact with every day. You're no longer the salesperson, the marketer, or the finance person. You're actually the orchestrator of the whole thing. As you advance in your career and start leading a division, department, or organization, you must adapt your leadership style. You need to know how to communicate purpose and vision so that your organization feels empowered to execute that vision, outperform the competition, and prepare for the future. Executive Strategic Leadership Masterclass aims to influence the mindset of people to achieve their goals in leadership. It is an online course that equips experienced team leaders with the skills, strategies, and tools to guide their organizations effectively. This masterclass program is developed and taught by the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies and is designed for existing leaders and fresh in the arena leaders, aimed at filling the gaps in strategic leadership as growing, developing, and equipping leaders to have self-value that translates to value.
As a leader, I am a collaborator and a mentor to different people. I need to delegate tasks and responsibilities to different people to showcase their God-given gifts and talents. Also, I was reminded I am a custodian of the temporal and spiritual goods of the church. I should be prepared to be accountable to my congregation, and I will be held responsible and accountable in the daily running of the affairs of the church.
Through the study so far, I've incorporated what I've learned to become a better communicator and a leader in my company and to my employees. I'm incorporating all of these strategies I've learned over this past couple of weeks to help make my company more successful.
I'm grateful for the opportunity to have been part of the recipients of this course because my work as a development practitioner in the social sector is fundamentally driven by human rights processes. And this course has given me more knowledge on how to better incorporate human rights dimensions in my work. With the insights I've gained from the 4 weeks lecture taught by faculty experts, I aim to cascade learnings, especially in the area of promoting the rights of women and young girls and other vulnerable groups, giving them the opportunity to pursue their dreams and education. But most significantly for me, it has also helped me gain a more broader understanding of the international human rights principles and instruments within the UN system. And so I would recommend this course to every development practitioner out there and leaders within their organizations. Again, I say a very big thank you to Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute of Leadership Studies, its partners, and sponsors.
You'll have the opportunity to grapple with the distinct challenges they face, leading large dispersed organizations. Ultimately, you're responsible for the tempo of how things get done, and you've got to make sure that you're not too far ahead of everyone. You lose them. Through self-assessment, peer feedback, and projects you apply to your own work, you'll come away from this course with a clear understanding of your leadership style and how to prepare for the next phase of your leadership journey. We hope you join us in Organizational Leadership, hosted by Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies.
Not the primary focus, but just to give everyone present the vision and the strategic plan. So again, I'm not going to read some of this stuff. Our vision is already, you are all very familiar with that. Our mission as well, which you can see on your screens. The strategic areas that we want to focus on in the next 5 years primarily is our academic excellence. We want to ensure that we are developing leadership programs which will integrate research in. We will also include experimental learning. We will want to make sure that we are collaborating with scholars and leaders and organizations across the globe. At the end of the day, we want to use this research as a way of establishing a leadership research center. And the reason this is very important is because we wanted to make sure that all of you, irrespective of where you are in your field of studies, you should be able to contribute to the database. There are people who want to become scholarly. You cannot become scholarly when you are not publishing. You can only be considered a scholar when you are publishing. So we want to encourage that kind of activities. And then we also want to have a global engagement. And one of the things that we intend to do is that we are actually going to collaborate using the JAGILS European campus to establish a global engagement program. At appropriate time, they will report vividly on that. But just to give you a gist, at this point, the University of Romania and JAGILS European Union, European campus, I'm sorry, in conversation, letters of intent has already been exchanged, hoping that from 2025, we are going to introduce what we call the JAGILS European Summer Camp or Summer School. And this is going to be an annual event which will be held at the University of Romania or wherever the leadership decide to, when they intend to rotate that in that process. But at this point, this is one area that we want to also focus, and then we can organize a lot of these international leadership summits, which will include all of you. The third phase is we are in the world of technology and innovations. And whether we like it or not, as an institution, we want to enhance the use of technology. Whether we like it or not, AI is taking over the world. And those of you who enroll in some of our classes, when you send your discussion post or your assignments, I have an anti-AI plagiarism checker. When I put them in, I just smile and laugh because most of the people just throw the things in and let AI. Now, we need to come to a place to appreciate the use of AI technology, but at the same time, we also want to create global awareness so that people don't replace their knowledge with machines. And we want to ensure that we focus primarily on that. We also want to focus in the area of inclusivity and diversity. Diversity is so important. People have different backgrounds, different understanding, different facets. We want to utilize all of them in the wake of our strategic planning. And then professional development and networking. For me, I believe is the biggest of all the things within our 5-year strategic plan. How do we utilize our networks? How do we collaborate with institutions to provide you development, professional development programs? I always talked about investment in ourselves. And this is one of the tools that we are going to utilize to promote professional development along the line. And so this is the framework of the entire roadmap of the framework that we are working with. 2024 to 2026, these are the areas that we are looking at. 27 to 28, this is what we are looking at. And then 29, we get into the evaluation and assessment and make sure that all these processes are in place. And these are the key performance indicators that we will be using to analyze all the things that I talked about within the academic program. Are we talking of accreditations? What kind of accreditations do we have? At this point, JAGILS have 2 accreditations, but we want to go beyond program accreditations to institutional accreditation, so that whichever course we audit to run, it doesn't have to go to a course-specific accreditation, but it covers by the higher learning that we currently have. We want to move away from just certificates and diploma and to push ourselves into offering continuous educations as well. And so these are all the indicators that we will use in order to build that solid growth. Resource allocations, very important, because at the end of the day, we have faculties. We want to make sure that our faculties are very well advanced in learning, so that it's not that we have a faculty who finished school in 2001 and hasn't developed him or herself again. We don't want that. We want to invest in them as well. We also want to invest in research and grant. We want to partner with you and your private organizations and your local entities to write grants together and to be able to do research and programs within our local communities. And then leverage technology, as I have said, because technology is the way to go. We can use technology to enhance and to build all those resources. Of course, in everything that we have to always talk about risk, and risk mitigation is very important. So these are areas that we want to pay attention to, and we will have a whole team that will manage risk mitigation to see whether or not we will be in the right tracks as we continue to push this agenda. And then, of course, we talk about communications and stakeholders engagement. So far, we've been able to organize maybe 1 or 2 in-person activities. We were in Ghana for the reunion, and then we recently had another graduation in Kumasi. We want to engage more into regional gathering and regional processes that we are going to Denmark or Germany. All of us get there within the framework. We want to go to Africa for African Summit. We are all there because we have built that credibility, and we'll be able to get all our stakeholders to join us in all the processes that we are involved in. And so again, these are all the strategic actions and the deliverables, how they will be delivered in details. Again, I am just giving you a snapshot, and you'll get all these details as we move on within these programs. But one thing that I want to emphasize, and this is very important to me, is ethical leadership. There are times that we have to make a very difficult decision by removing people who are serving either on the JAGILS board, or people who are serving on the alumni board, or even people who have even received award. We have to go back and revoke the awards. Why? Because you must understand that within the academia, everything is on merit. You are not entitled to, it's on merit. And so if you want to be a leader, ethical leadership is key. Please don't use your position to start borrowing money from your colleagues and don't pay them. Don't use your position to bamboozle people. Don't use your position to represent the rest of us without we knowing. We've had instances, these things have happened. People have used the influence of their position as a board members of the Alumni Council to borrow money from their colleagues. And when the time came for them to pay back, that's only when we get to know that this was happening behind the scene. We don't want that. Ethical leadership is very, very important. And I want to re-emphasize on that. Again, being a leader comes with many privileges. Many privileges, and we have to be very careful as we utilize these privileges, because privileges can again push you into a place where if you are not careful, you can screw up immediately. I will tell you this because now within the framework of our institution, if you are serving on the alumni board or you are serving on any capacity and there is any traveling opportunities, you will always be the first person to consider. If we have to provide extra documents to support anything, whether you want to go to school and you want a recommendation letter, whether we have to, we have tons and tons of testimonies of people that we have gone above and beyond to support because of their commitment to the process. And we think it is very important to understand that. And then we talked about the alumni impact assessment, which it's a very important area as well, because we want to make sure that we are making impact. We are making impact, not only just talk. We are making real impact. One of the things that the alumni group is going to do is that they are going to establish a lot of ad hoc committees. We are going to work with the United Nations. We are going to work with African Union, ECOWAS, region. People bring their expertise on the ground so that we can make real meaningful impacts. And so in conclusion, this is going to be what the 5-year development plan is going to look like. And it is our hope that we will be able to effectively impact the leadership and to get everything very well done.
Hello to everybody, and I am so excited to be here today. And we're so glad that you guys have been elected as alumni leadership. Obviously, us being reviewed does not mean that we're gone away, because we are part of the alumni and we're here to support as often as you need us to, and whatever you need from us. So believe it or not, each one of you we know come with a skill set that we know that is going to take the alumni to a next level. We've been watching each and every single one of you from afar over the years, and it's not surprising that you are the ones that have been elected. So we want to say congratulations once again to all of you, and we are very excited that we know that you're going to do an amazing job as leaders of this time. And so from all of us from the past leaders, we want to say congratulations, and we want to say that even though that you are on now, we know as leaders, we want to make sure that you understand that we are here to support and we're not going anywhere. So whatever it is that you need, please make sure that you're reaching out to us personally, directly, so that we can all move, for the alumni. There are so many projects, both locally and globally, that we want to take, want to solidify. And without you guys, we're not going to be able to do it. There's so many different things, from health to politics, to whatever it is. We want to be able to be in the forefront of it as well as alumni, because a lot of us have different skills. We are very connected in different areas, and we want to make sure that we're utilizing that. It's not just being a part of a team as alumni just because we have attended a course with JAGILS, but we want to make sure that people are really hearing about JAGILS, not just for JAGILS, but for us as leaders to know that we possess certain skills and we have things that we can do to help our communities and our both locally and globally to expand and to grow and to make the world a better place for all of us. And so again, we just want to say congratulations to all of you. We're here to support you very strongly. As past leaders, we've also we believe we've laid the foundation for you guys to build on. And so again, we don't want you guys to be starting from scratch. If there's anything you don't understand, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. I know that Doc is there and he's always there, but we are also here. So please reach out to us and we'll be able to support you in anything that you need. I don't think Doc is going to allow any of the immediate past leaders to rest. So don't think that you have to do this in silo or that you guys are, on your own. We're always here to support. And so with everything that you want to do, all your visions, anything that you have for the alumni, please know that we are here to support, and we are very confident in you that you'll be able to bring us to the next level. So once again, I want to say congratulations to all of you, and we just can't wait to see what you do and how you bring us to the next level. Thank you all.
At this point, I will also want to invite Caroline Ngati, all the way in Kenya. Now, Caroline, as all of you will know, was the alumni vice president, and she directly works with JAGILS with regards to alumni relations. So she has an integral part. The strategic plan that I shared, she played a very strategic role in designing that and all that. So Caroline, if you want to bring us some inspiration before we dive into the oath taking, and we'll be wrapping up soon.
Thank you, Prof. Samuel Jacobs-Abbey. Thank you, Professor Ama Bortise. All protocol observed. The leaders, the outgoing leaders, all of them present. and the incoming leaders. Good evening, good afternoon, I don't know, good night, wherever you are. It's nighttime here, so I'm going to say good night, but it's a pleasure to see you all. And I'm really excited about this. The last 4 years has been a good journey from a leadership point of view. So if Prof. Amma is saying it was a good journey, I am also saying it was a good journey. It means there's something for you. And so there's no need to worry about how things are going to turn out. 4 years ago, we were appointed and we were privileged to work with a very talented team. And as I look here, all of you are talented. So I am not worried. Prof, I am not worried. I am not worried with this team because, as just mentioned in the strategic plan, we have work to do. And I know I'm sounding a little bit tough, but the reality is that there is work to be done. Yeah. And that is good. And so I want to wish each and every one of you a very good tenure. Our support is there. And it will be really nice to see your creativity, your intention, your integrity, your commitment, and consistency. I've come to learn that consistency is important from the word go. And so with that, I want to wish each one of you, my desk is open. Please, you don't have to book an appointment. I'm just a WhatsApp away. So feel loved, each one of you, and always trust in the Lord in this journey. Trust in God, and He will surely lead you to be the best that you can be in this venture. Thank you, Prof. And I would like to give the mic back to you. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Caroline. Our website. I'm sure all of you can see the website. So this is the alumni page of our website. Now, it of course, every 3 or 5 months, we intend to change the faces because, of course, the website cannot contain everyone. But these are some of the faces. It's a mix-up of various year groups there as well. It talks a little about this is the outgoing leadership. So you will see that from next month, all these faces are going to change because we have new leaders. So this is the Caroline who just spoke. This is Udrak, who was our secretary. This is Janet, who has now been elected the full secretary. So Janet will still remain there, but move up. Barakusi, which was our treasurer. You guys will realize that this time we didn't include treasurer in the leadership, but we added the assistant secretary to also operate more of a quasi financial secretary, because we realized from experience that our team members are not very conversant with dues because we haven't figured out that. We'll leave that for the leadership to decide how they want to operate. But one area that I am particularly interested in is this whole idea of welfare. I think welfare is always important and we can't ignore. The reason is because whether we like it or not, we are aging and we are growing. And as I always say, as you are aging and you are growing, then the likelihood that you are going to lose your mother or your father is also possible because they are also growing old. But God can, again, like I always say, God can call any of us home, irrespective of our age. And how do we react to support each other? It is very important because I personally believe that when we are setting precedent, we have to set it in such a way that if you do it for one person, you have to do it for everyone. And so if we are using our own means of supporting people and we can't do the same for other people, then the perception will show as if we have we are choosing and picking our friends, which I don't believe it will be a good thing. So one of the charges that I will give this leadership will to come out with something substantive. It can be local, it can be regional, however they want to do it, but we need to have something in place that will take care of ourselves, and like I say, welfare should not only be about death and bereavement. Somebody getting married, somebody get promoted, and all that. We should be able to celebrate all that using our welfare schemes. And then we have Lola, who was our programs, and then we have Victoria Mayowa, who was our editor-in-chief, and then our advisor, Mr. Clement. Some of the pictures of our past alumni activities, reunions that we've done, you could see all of them there as well. And again, all these pictures kept changing periodically because we can't have everything there. And then we have our newsletters. So far, we've published 5 of our newsletters. So one of the huge tasks that Selassie and his team is going to take over is with the continuous publication of our newsletters, because that is where we get to read all the beautiful things that we've been working on as a whole. And then we have some few of the testimonies from individuals. We also have a book club for people who are interested in reading books. You can go there and read all the books that you want. We have alumni spotlights, so you see here we have when we did the election, the results, if you click on it, takes you there. Janet graduated, so we have her there. We have scholarship that was awarded to Honorable Isaka to go to school in Ukraine. We have him there, and stuff like that. And then again, we also have a platform where you can connect with each other. You put your name, phone number, and the person you want to connect to. Once you click connect, an email is sent to us. Now, the reason why that person's information doesn't show up automatically, because we want to protect the privacy of our members. So it goes into our alumni leadership, and then they are able to connect all of you into that space. So again, this is the alumni platform. You are welcome to utilize it as much as you can. And you could see the globe here. We are expanding in all these places where we have past alumni and students who have become part of this process. So I just wanted to share this brief with you, so you can also familiarize yourself with the alumni platform. And on our website, there are 2 places that you could find them. One of them is the extreme left corner. You can see the alumni network. If you click on it, it takes you there. Or if you go into our teams, it also takes you there as well. So those are just the basic things that I wanted to make sure that we are all aware of as to take our oath of office, which is very important. And the reason we are doing this is because I have said this over and over and over, that leadership is, the definition of leadership is the ability to build trust and to hold yourself accountable in attaining results. We want to make sure that we want to hold ourselves accountable, and holding each other accountable, it's not the same as micromanaging, because micromanaging kills innovations. I don't believe in micromanaging, but I hold people accountable. If you have worked with me closely, you will appreciate, Caroline will tell you, Amma will tell you, it doesn't matter the relationship I have with you, I will demand accountability from you, because you are leading people. And if you are leading people, you have to lead beyond reproach. So I beg all of you, this is a moment for you to have a reflection that this is going to open many doors for you. When I say doors are going to be open, I know what I'm talking about. Doors are going to be open for you through these processes. Opportunities are going to come your way. But I want to also make sure that we take both the praise and we also take the challenge. So on that note, I want to once again congratulate all of you, and then I will ask each and every one of the leadership, anyone elected as a leader, if you can please get closer to your how do you call it, your oath, which was sent to you. and if you can come on camera, I would love to have you on camera so that we can take the oath together while the rest of our members watch us do this beautifully. So if you are an elected leader as well, please, if you can, come on camera. Come on camera if you can. God bless all of you for doing that. But before we even dive into that, while the rest of the folks are coming on camera, I want us to also take advantage and maybe go into our chat room or maybe use our favorite emoji, whatever we like, to please put our hands together virtually to celebrate Reverend Father John Bosco Ezunmule. Wait, I don't want to damage the name. Let me Reverend Father John Bosco Ezio Wumeli. Please forgive me.
Sorry, Prof. You're not alone in that.
I'm not alone, right?
In that place. There are a lot of people. Yes, you're not.
At least that gives me some solace. Please, let's use our favorite emojis to congratulate him for today marks 11 years of priesthood, calling into the holy orders of leading people spiritually. And it is not an easy task. So please, let's use our favorite emoji. Go into the chat, look for the most favorite emoji to appreciate and to congratulate him. He's an outstanding leader. I appreciate him, and I can tell you that the future looks very, 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 very bright with people who are dedicated to lead people, and not only leading people, but leading people spiritually. It's a huge task, because for him, it is not only the accountability to man, but God is also going to hold him accountable for the people that has been placed into his spiritual watch. So we are grateful, we congratulate you, and we pray that the good Lord continue to strengthen you for the work that you do. We love you and we appreciate you, Reverend John Bosco. All right, great. So at this point, please, if all of you can come on camera, and let's now take the oath of our leadership, and then once that is done, then we will now give the opportunity to all of our members who are present after the president accepted the oath, and then they can ask one or two questions, or we can hear from the president to determine what she has for us for the future. Leaders, please, with all humility, if you can raise your right hand, or elected leaders, if you can raise your right hand, and please say after me, you want to state your name, please come on mic, and we're going to hear you. I
I Ambassador Dr. Regina Inem,
do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties and responsibilities of the office to which I have been elected in the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies Alumni Leadership.
I will execute the duties and responsibilities of the office Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute.
I will uphold the values, mission, and vision of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute, striving to promote excellence in leadership, global understanding, and positive societal impact.
I will uphold the values and vision of the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute, even to promote global understanding and positive societal impact.
I pledge to serve with integrity, dedication, and commitment, always putting the interest of our alumni community and the broader goals of our institute first.
I pledge to serve with integrity, dedication, and putting the interests of our alumni
I will work tirelessly to foster collaboration, innovation, and growth among our alumni network, leveraging our collective knowledge and experiences to make a meaningful differences in the world.
I will work tirelessly
to foster collaboration, innovation, and among our alumni, bringing our collective knowledge to make a meaningful difference in the world.
I promise to be reasonable steward of the resources entrusted to me, ensuring transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct in all my actions.
I promise to be responsible for resources entrusted to me, transparency,
accountability,
ethical conduct,
and all my actions.
I commit to continuing my personal growth as a leader, embodying the principles taught by the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute and serving as a role model for current and future students.
I commit to continue my personal growth as a leader, the principles taught from the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute, serving as a role model
for current and future students.
I will strive to build bridges between diverse communities, promoting understanding, respect, and collaboration on a global scale.
I will strive to build bridges between diverse communities, promoting understanding,
respect,
global scale.
on a global scale.
In all my endeavors, I will remain true to the spirit of servant leadership, working not for personal gain, but for the betterment of our alumni community, our institute, and our society at large.
In all my endeavors, I will remain true to the spirit of servant leadership, not for personal gain, but of our alumni community,
and our institute
at large.
I take this oath freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and I will well and fully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter.
I take this freely
I will which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, all of you. Please, let's use our emojis to appreciate every one of us and thank God for this process. God bless all of you. We are very grateful to all of you for taking this oath of office. We take this thing very, very, very serious because we want to hold ourselves accountable. At this point, I want us to take this moment to welcome our president, Margaret Titi Nkere, to accept the leadership and to share her vision with us. And this is going to be brief as well. Over to you, Madam President.
Dear esteemed Inspirers, it's a great honor to address the Inspirers Alumni Network today, as I accept the position of the President of the Global Inspirers Alumni Leadership Board. I am deeply grateful to the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies, JAGILS, and the Inspirers Alumni Network for your trust and confidence in me. Your votes truly made a difference. I want to express my deep appreciation to the Electoral Committee for their commitment to conducting the election with professionalism and integrity, despite their demanding schedules. I also want to express my deep appreciation to the outgoing Alumni Leadership Board, led by Ama Bortise and co-led by Engineer Caroline Ignati, for their outstanding leadership over the past years. Their efforts have truly set the foundation for advancing Inspirers engagement and collaborations. As I take on this responsibility, I ask for your unwavering support for myself and the entire executive team. Leading the alumni of this great institution, your support will be crucial in helping us build a more connected and inspired Inspirers Alumni Network. I'm here to work collaboratively and not in isolation. Every member of the Inspirers Network is essential to our team, and our collective focus should be on the positive impact that we can create by championing our objectives within our areas of influence. To my fellow elected officers, let's remember John C. Maxwell's words on leadership, which says, leadership is influence. And also, let's remember the values we were taught as recipients of the numerous leadership courses taught by the Jacobs-Abbey Global Institute for Leadership Studies. Again, as we were taught, I reiterate, leadership is influence. We must lead with intention and ensure our actions inspire others to follow. We must not relent in our efforts to advance the cause of this great network, prioritizing the constructive needs of our members first, and above all, to ensure we promote inclusion by embracing our unique diversity that makes up the JAGILS family. At JAGILS, together we move. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you, Madam President. Can we please show some love and grace to her? Either we come on camera and clap or use our emojis to appreciate her, or we can use any of the platforms to celebrate this moment. These things are very important, you know, because it shows how much we value and appreciate the sacrifices and the care that these individuals are putting into this. So I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much for that wonderful speech. At this point, I believe that it will be a good idea to have maybe 2 or 3 individuals who want to say something to the leadership, or if any of the leadership want to say something as well, it's all welcome. So let's take about 5 people. Just raise your hand, I'll call you, and then we can have that dialogue, and then we will be able to end the meeting, because I know today is Saturday, people have a lot of things to do as well. So if you want to say something, that you are a leader or a member of this family, and you want to say something as an inspiration or as an advice, as anything, please, you are welcome to say it now.
Yes, I know I had spoken earlier, but I just want to inform everyone that you are able. Trust yourself. You are able to do this, and I wish you all the best. And also, we also have an alumni here beside me, alumni member who wants to say something. Engineer Ngati.
Nice.
Hi, everyone. How are you, Dr. Ari? And congratulations to everyone. I think mine goes to the leadership, the new leadership. My encouragement, or rather reminder, is that leadership is purposeful. Right. That basically means that your responsibility is to transform. And not just to transform anything, but to transform people. So always remember at the bottom of your heart to always put JAGILS and Inspirers Network at the center of transformation of this world. Otherwise, congratulations. May God bless you.
Thank you, Prof. That was Amber that wanted to speak.
Thank you. We appreciate that. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to say congratulations to all of you, leaders that have been elected. This is a good opportunity for you to showcase your talented gifts and an opportunity for you to also implement things that you wanted to do for this organization. I believe that this will be a stepping stone for your greatness in other endeavors. I want to congratulate you and urge you that always believe that you can achieve more than you even plan. Consistency, as you already said, is key. And that's what I want to tell you to focus on. Be consistent right from day one to the end. We've seen people who came the first 3 months, they were very consistent. The last 6 months, they were nowhere to be found. We believe you are not part of them. On that note, congratulations and all the best. Merci beaucoup.
We thank you so much, Manel, for that. Awesome.
And you are all welcome. I believe together we will make it. So let's unite and get the job done. Congratulations, and I love you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kim Fred. Thank you for that statement of encouragement. Once again, I want to take this moment to thank every one of you. This is a very good start. Caroline Amma will tell you this is a good start. To have about 41 of us together, it's a very good start. And I pray and hope that the leadership, as they take over from this period going forward, will be able to sustain this group and bring more people involved. I really want them to have one of the suggestions that Caroline gave me. The early stages of the alumni network is to grant the alumni autonomous to be independent and do things on their own. And I believe in that with my whole heart. Design what works for the people. Don't assume that you have to do things to please us. No, work with the people on the ground so that we can grow together. On that note, I want to thank all of you once again, and God bless you. Enjoy your weekend and have a blessed day.